Good evening, Andy and Amanda. How are you this evening?
I'm tired.
And I'm busy.
Monday's busy, I'm tired. No, I had one of those days today, Colleen, because it's my first real day back in the day job today. And it took me this morning, it's the horrified people. It was taking me around about an hour to get into work, maybe a little bit less. This morning, it took over 2 hours this morning, would you believe, everybody?
Traffic jam.
No, there was a bad crash in the works, and it was a bad crash. So the result was a Porsche got toggled by a Skoda. It was absolute the bits of car could have one of them like a main A1 road near my house. I works on Regent Road in Salford, and it took the Skoda toggled this Porsche, and it was absolutely just rammed in the back of it. And what happened was, Colleen, on the bus I was getting out into Manchester, it took an hour and a quarter to get down a third of it. So eventually the journeys, I got off and walked, and I had an half an hour, 25-minute walk, and the traffic just wasn't moving. So it's just one of those 2 mornings, just morning. So, right, so Amanda, what's your week been like? So clean first before we carry on.
Well, there's only been one day this week so far.
Okay, over the past week, Miss Sarkey.
Yeah, just been getting on with work. I had my second job last week.
That's brilliant. So what is it? Is it something that's, light-hearted or serious?
You're writing.
Different stuff. I'm writing about different celebrities and whether they're gay or not. Even though they're not.
That's an unusual one, Amanda, isn't it?
Yeah. I've been asked to write about somebody and I've never heard of him before, so I'm not going to mention him anyway. But it turns out there's always been rumours about him being gay, but he's not likely gay anyway, so the answer's just going to be blah, blah, blah. And then the end, no, he's not gay.
So it was one of those one, Amanda, where it's basically tittle tattle. That's a good word, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want my news, Colleen? I've got some news here.
Yes, please. Yeah, I heard it's good.
Okay. Colleen, obviously I've been doing a column for about a year or so now for an online magazine called the Sunday Tribune, which I told you about before, haven't I?
Yeah.
Well, the website went down last month, about a month ago, and I thought, oh well, that's it then. And basically, long story short, 2 or 3 people tried to get hold of the guy that runs it, nobody get hold of him. And back end of last week, the website coming back up again. So he's going to renew it for another year. He has.
Oh, that's good. So he's going to be contributing more.
Yeah. I had 2 articles that are based that came on the month it was off. So I've been publicising them. I've got one for next week. I've just had one coming for the week after about someone writing something about John Lennon, so I need to read that properly yet. But that's on the way as well. So, but the good news, Colleen, is I can tell.
Busy. You're really busy this week.
Yeah, it goes that way. It goes that way. But the good news from it, Colleen, is that I can get onto my account there. I've gone and grabbed all my articles off it, and I'm going to bring the journalism book out probably August of the first 50 or so articles of it, and I've got them all together, Colleen, and it's 181 pages. Would you believe?
Nice. That sounds really interesting.
Yes, and there's a few that I'm held back for a second book because about 20 pages so far. 180 pages. I'm really pleased. I didn't really have done so much. I told you that, man, didn't I? So it's an interesting point, Colleen. You think really, if you do what I'm doing there, you do a little article every week. If you do it for a year, you can end up building a book out. You don't mean to either. So.
Oh, that's really good. So you can put them in a book because it's your articles, isn't it?
Yeah. I can thank all the people. I'll do a fat acknowledgement at the beginning of it, thanking everybody for contact all the authors and artists in question. Yeah, and if they base that off of the artists are all mine. I've done the articles. That's why they're all. That's why my copyright.
Can you publish them on the internet and create a book out of it as well?
That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing.
You just want better to have it in Kindle Unlimited. That's all.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
That's all I can do, cleaning it. All I really want to do is just like bring it out as a good book in Kindle. I'm not bothered with Kindle Unlimited. Frankly not bothered about. It's just something I want to get as on a records base. I can tell people it's a good thing to have in your CV if you can tell people, right? I've done 6 books of poetry, a couple of split books, and I've done 1 book of non-fiction. And then it's just another string to your bow sometimes as writers. You know what I mean? So I think it's always good as a writer if you've got lots of different strings to your bow. So, and when I'm living with a fellow writer, Colleen, somebody here who just keeps jumping up and down genres faster than I can keep up.
I know I've got a children's book idea as well that I need to get working on because the submission date's in a few weeks.
So I mean, Colleen, and it shocks me just frequently. So anyway, so Colleen, what news have you got this week then?
Yeah, busy as usual. So I'm doing, at the same time as doing other things, I'm doing this IT software course, which is really good because it's giving me lots of information on how to use Excel and PowerPoint and Word better. And I'm doing 3 tasks, which means I have to do the methods for them of how, the task I've selected, what I want to put in that task, and then do the method and say what resources are required. It's really hard work. Been working on it all weekend, like all night, all morning till night. Then I was given like an email to say, oh, we might be going to Brixton live tomorrow. I haven't heard back yet from the project manager whether I can go there live. If I don't hear back about it, then I'll just watch the recording on my phone, because I don't want to go there if I'm not going to get the invite to go live. And that's Brixton for Windrush 2021 tomorrow. It's going to be a big event, and photographers may be there but may not. At least if I got there, it would be really nice to just see the event itself. Then also I met a really talented musician, turns out to be a professional busker who has written a book, and he's known for traveling the whole of the country, and heard him sing for a while, and it's really good.
What's he called, Colleen? I might have heard of him myself.
David Fisher. He's really brilliant. He's a really excellent singer and a musician.
This is where we do, everybody wondering, goes online research.
Live research.
Live research.
At the moment on the podcast. That's good.
Yeah, he's got, I think it's the guy in question. Yeah, he's got an album out called Busking Beyond Borders. That's his second album as well.
It's brilliant. It's just so brilliant. Well, even my mum's a big fan. She said, oh, he's a really talented singer. We were standing next to him. And when I looked up his bio, I said, oh my gosh, this is your bio. And so we just, I just followed him on Twitter and realized that he's a really good singer and, known for his works.
Oh, cool. And I was interested in this gentleman in question. I can see, because he's got a Bandcamp page straight away called David Fisher, one word, .bandcamp.com, where both of his albums are on there, Colleen, because his first album's called New Normal, and his second album's called Busking Beyond Borders. And in fact, New Normal actually is an album, it's a single. So his first, it looks like it's Busking Beyond Borders came out as his first album actually in 2018. So he must have a second album on the way fairly soon, I'm guessing.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, looks like it. It's going. I saw it listed somewhere else as a second album. So yeah. As I said, his first album came out in 2018, and he's got a single just come out, so he must have something else on the way. Oh, fair play. So for that one. So right, Mandra, have you got any more news you want to share with this week?
No, there's nothing I can think of.
No, I think you had. I know you did some busy writing this week, haven't you? Really.
Yeah.
So, also as well, Colleen, obviously, don't mention before we forget that. Obviously, the live open night literature night that me and Amanda, our friend Steve, run, Speakeasy, is back in person next Thursday on the 1st of July at Dulcilla in Chorlton. And it's interesting, I want to mention very briefly, people, is I think we've obviously, like, the night's running, but obviously we're still under technically under lockdown. So it is under restrictions how it's been run. And it's like you find nights are starting to crop up now, but what's happening is, and this will be the same in London as well, Colleen, where bars and venues and stuff have to look at how they run the night and ensure everyone's got social distancing for the next couple of weeks. And then obviously, like, if things get lifted on the 19th of July, it's going to be carnage. Oh my God. What do you think, Amanda? It'll be absolute carnage, won't it? So that's why it's going to get very, very busy. I've seen, did you hear about, Colleen? I'm not bad-mouthing anybody here in this. Did you hear about when the Scottish football fans came down to London over the weekend? Just gone.
Vaguely. I
Yeah.
don't know the full story.
Yeah, it looks like it was somewhere. They had Scotland odds. They went to play Wembley. They play England at Wembley for the Euro 2020. And what happened was apparently they had 2,500 seats, and there was something in the vicinity of 25,000 people that came down there. There was apparently Scottish fans,
So
which
was
it's
looking
really
like
bizarre because you think like you've had that happen over the weekend. And did you hear what Scotland have gone and done now as a country towards Manchester?
no.
All right, this is news this one for you because it's got announced. This came in the news over the weekend, where anybody that lives in Manchester and Salford, which are our areas, are not allowed to go to Scotland.
Was it because of the football?
No, because of COVID.
And they're saying that these places in Manchester will bring it over to Scotland.
That's basically what they're saying is because our infection rates are too high, they're not letting people in there into their country of Manchester and Salford. Now, but the thing that's really interesting on that, and this is a bit of news and it's not an opinion, is you go and look at the actual stats over in Dundee, one of the major cities in Scotland, their figures, their infection rates are the same as Manchester and Salford.
Well, it could be they don't want to add to whatever the pandemic's caused them over there at the moment then.
Yeah, it's caused the problems come off it, Colleen, is basically what's happened is they didn't go and tell our mayor, Andy Burnham, basically. And the first thing his team heard about it when they went in the public Monday morning announced that we're banned over, and they haven't informed people. They're just basically dumping on you, basically, and it's mismanagement of a government system, that, to be honest with you.
I saw that article. I didn't read it. It was with Andy Burnham and the Scottish Prime Minister, and I did. Yeah, so that probably was what the article was about. And I think it said he wasn't happy about the decision.
Correct. He's not happy about it at all. Really not happy about it at all. He's not. So, which I can't blame the guy. To be honest with you, there. So, it's just one of those things at the moment where it's caused a lot of trouble, basically. And I can understand it because it's not good. Not good at all. When you go around doing that sort of thing, I'm always an opinion and stuff, and there's not taking sides on it. If you're going to do it in a way that you don't cause yourself more problems than it's worth. Because when you're doing sort of government sort of things, a lot of it is not a deal negotiation. It's basically doing it in the right way. And I don't think, to be honest, the Scottish leader, unfortunately, did it the right way here. So, by the way, but that's what it is. What it is.
Do you want to talk about the interview tonight, or not really?
Oh yes. Very quickly, yeah. We've got 2 minutes left. Yeah. I've got a podcast tonight straight after this, everybody, actually, and Unspoken Label, where I'm chatting. I'm not going to name her because I'm not into that. I'm not picking my own name up like that. But I've got an interview coming up with a quite prominent agent over in America, and she contacted me, and I found this one out for. I spoke to her writer. She contacted me about on Friday. And I found out, and this is what it's worth bearing in mind, is clean sometimes. When you do guests, you get a really good guest come on. And I had a guest on a bit back, somebody else I'm not going to name, and she's quite a known writer in America on a certain field. And it's happened since then is I've had some requests come in for some similar writers that are selling quite a few books. So sometimes it shows you, it's a good thing to podcasting this. You get interviews, and sometimes you get a really good guest come in, it can get you some really good guests, and it's like a domino effect.
Yeah,
that's why. So, but like it's happened a month of that before now with books you reviewed, didn't it? So
I'm not sure really.
You told me before now you've had where Manna does a reading about extracts, and you've done the extracts, and some have gone down really, really well, haven't they? So
I vaguely remember someone contacted me because I knew somebody that had done an extract of. I can't remember who it was now.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting how you just don't know something what you get sometimes. I think so. It's interesting. So with that, so yeah. Apart from that, yeah. Busy.
Congratulations, though, apart from that. You've done doing a lot this week.
Yeah, it's good. We've got a workshop on Thursday as well. So yeah, it's one of those weeks this week. You get things, you get weeks like that sometimes you do. So